Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video, one of my all-time favorite cars, because you know, performance cars come in so many different varieties and packages, all trying to do the same thing, whether it's an Italian car with like a small 3-liter V8 that revs to like 9,000 RPMs, or a big honking American V8 that makes power with cubic inches, or a vehicle like this with a V6 that's turbocharged, intercooled, and what have you, and just really, really cool and makes a ton of power and is iconic. Cool thing is, every time I drive a vehicle like this, and this fresh arrival here, but every time I drive one of these things, people point at it, they know exactly what it is, and if you're a car person at all, you know this thing all done in black is still very fast, even in today's standards, okay? So it looks to be factory black paint almost all the way around the car. We metered it earlier and it seems to be fine. I believe this piece here, which is one of the things that fades pretty quick because this is metal and these were fiberglass front ends, may have been reshot, but come and check out this. For factory paint, it is not horrible. It's not super crisp and clear like a lot of the cars that we have here, but keep in mind they were, you know, painting millions of cars a year, and although they didn't make millions of these, you know, it still looks really, really nice, and the color looks great on it. But I will say this to you, that it's held up well, and with 49,000 original miles, it's really, really a nice car. The interior kind of shows it all. This car had tires were dry rotted, but I was able to locate a customer who bought a Grand National new and took the wheels and tires off the day he bought them and put GNX wheels on, because this is an 87, he had also wanted that. So he just ordered the wheels and tires. So I bought these from him. So these, I believe, are circa 1980s vintage Eagle GT Plus Fords, which would have come on the car as new. So I thought it was really cool, and the wheels were in excellent shape. And I don't know, I just like that kind of stuff. It looks really cool to me. I like the original, like date-coded, weird stuff. All right, so let's take a walk around the car for a little bit. So just in case you didn't notice that a lot of the car is black. I know maybe with the camera it's hard to really tell that the car is black, but I don't know if you could see the blackness of the car because it's a lot of black around this black car. For instance, like the mirror is black, but it's not like an early evening black or you know, a twilight black. It's a midnight black, and this is midnight black, and then the trim is midnight black, and more black, and right here is blackness all the way through. Now, what makes this car a little bit more desirable to most Grand National enthusiasts is it's a slick top. It doesn't have the T-tops or sunroof or things like that, so because these cars made a lot of power, they could get rattly and twisty, and they're right. This car here is nice and tight when you go down the road. It sounds great and it looks good, so let's keep walking around here. I think the stock rims on this car look great too. It's just a little bit of chrome there just to add to the touch of it, and we'll keep rolling around here. And most people get to see this version of, keep in mind, you know, in the 80s, this was faster than the Corvette, and they really did a nice job. So with the 4-speed automatic as well, and the turbocharged intercooled engine, it's a really nice driving car. This one here has an upgraded exhaust system, so you kind of hear the sound of it, and the V6 just sounds so different than anything else that's out there. All right? Okay, let me get the keys, we'll pop the trunk, check it out. Okay, here we are. Now keep in mind we got the wing here. All right? This is the kind of stuff I really like to have. I believe that these are the original GM floor mats. Okay? I can't swear by it, but I don't see why they wouldn't be. All right? Okay? And this is cool here. Like, look at this. All the original options that came on the car from the factory, kind of like a build sheet, GM's version of later on the build sheet. The original jacking instructions. Gaskets are nice. Carpet looks great. All the taillights and light bulbs and things like that work. You say, well, what's the big deal about that stuff working? Well, the big deal about that stuff working is it's 25 years old. A lot of times that stuff doesn't work. And to get at that level can require a lot of diagnostic time. You know, wires corrode over time. Sockets go bad. Sometimes sockets aren't even available. We have to make our own. Sounds nice when it closes. And I know that GM gets a bad rap for building cars sometimes, but look, the gaps and everything in here are really nice. The paint looks nice. The backlight looks cool the way it's designed to flow a little bit of air there. And you know what? Inside this car, I think is one of the nicest interiors GM ever put in a car, and I want to show it to you right now, so let's check it out. All right, as we move inside, we put these kind of cool mats over the original stock ones. I think these look nice. Our little touch here, you may think they're cheesy, but I like them. All right, so inside here, all bone stock. Full-length console, 4-speed automatic with a stock shifter. Original AM/FM stereo here, the Delco radio. It's the upgraded version of this. This car has air conditioning. This has the Concert 2 sound system, is what I forgot to tell you, with the upgraded speakers, all right? 3-spoke steering wheel. Now this is kind of cool in here because you have the turbo boost gauge and a factory tach and LED, all right? And then 49,819 original miles. We have a Carfax that supports that too. The interior is all original in this car. No reason not to believe it. Even the headliner is in great shape. I want to show you this back seat if I could. Check out that. The condition is really, really nice. And there's some room back there. This is like one of those modern muscle cars where a couple could go out with another couple, or you can take your kids with you. And these things are legendary, man. Got power locks, power windows, rear defroster, dual mirrors. I've rambled on enough. This is all you need to know, that it's a Grand National. And you know what? I talked about it. How about I fire it up just so you can hear what I think is a great, great sound. The fuel injection makes it really nice too. So, you know, without having to pump the gas or the carburetor or what have you, fire it up and boom, settles right down. Listen to the tone, it's nice, at idle too. So let's check out under the hood and see why these cars are so legendary. Now keep in mind, this is the last year for this car, so it makes it even more desirable, even more collectible. It's also low mileage, which adds another whole dynamic to the collectability of it. When you think about it, this car's been driven less than 2,000 miles a year, which is amazing. All right, so in here, still very, very nice and clean. Original stickers still in places like the master cylinder. Here we have the intercooler, if we can come up here and check that out, with the part number and serial number on it. Air Research helped out with all that. The Garrett turbo looks really nice in there. I'm not sure if it's been rebuilt or not, and I'm sure, and it doesn't need to, but it may have been along the way. It just feels pretty powerful and pretty fast to be just bone stock. All right, fuel injection, which we talked about. Ram air right here, which goes right into nice cold, fresh air, right into the turbo, compressed through the intercooler, and bam, we are rolling. All right, enough of me. Let's go ahead and check the rest out. You know, in closing up this modern muscle car, power disc brakes, power steering, air conditioning, power windows, power locks, tilt wheel, cruise control, low mileage, collectible, last year for this car. That's a pretty cool piece when you think about it. It's a long list of stuff that's on here. This is the window sticker that we have. If you come in the showroom, you can see this right here. If not, we can also fax it to your email, whatever you like. But we should have the nice pictures of this car, as well as this video that we're doing right now, and you can make yourself a nice decision and get yourself something really, really cool. 87 Grand National, low mileage, fast, very, very nice. Call us 301-816-1000, and we'll tell you all about it.